Alright guys, let's see if this is working. Yep, we're online. We're live. I'm not gonna watch the video because last time it got muted. Accelerator install. Oh fuck, it's still so fucking loud. Alright, one sec. How is this still so fucking loud? Let's check out the volume on the video. Let's check out the volume on the video. Okay, the volume on the video is fine, so alright, I'll just leave it like that. I'll just lower my own volume. Alright, so what I wanted to do today was do a bit of story mode. But yeah, I think I might continue the tutorial a little bit, although I'm not sure if I want to. Intermediate. Let's see what we got. Assault, aerial assault, canceling unique moves. Let's just do a few of those. See how we do. Use forward plus D to activate assault. This is a quick and efficient way to close in on your opponent. Using jump attacks from assault can pressure your opponent, while assaults from jump attacks can be effective. The jump attack can't be cancelled, so it does have its weakness. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Let's see. Success. Sorry. An aerial assault is when you use forward plus D while in the air, and allows you to dive quickly toward your opponent. There are jump attacks that can be cancelled after using an aerial assault. Unlike using an assault while on the ground, an aerial assault launches you a certain distance, so you may end up flying past the opponent. Alright. What does it want? Oh. Ah, okay. I do want to check this again. Alright, that's interesting. I didn't even know that existed. I didn't even do it on accident. Alright, cool. By accident. Similar to normal moves, unique moves can be performed as part of a passing link. Note that certain unique moves may not let you cancel after hitting, so be conscious of what you're using. For example, hide can use this unique move by inputting, so those are command attacks, command normals. Forward plus B or down forward plus C. Down forward plus C can be used as part of a passing link. Whether the move, what was passing link again? Combos, cancelling. Okay, whatever. I think passing link is the Undernight version of reverse beat, but I'm not sure if that's correct. But it has to do with chaining attacks. Reverse beat is like, normally in fighting games you go from light to heavy, light, medium, heavy attacks. But like in Melty Blood and in Undernight you can also go the other way, or you can mix them up, as long as you don't use the same attack twice. So you can go medium, light, heavy, or heavy, medium, light, or whatever you want. And of course if you use crouching or jumping attacks, in the meantime you can repeat the different strength levels of the attacks. But as long as it's not the same attack with the previous one, so you can still use command. So you could use, for example, C and command C and still chain them together. In some cases, not always, I think. Forward plus B can't be used. See, so okay, so not with all of them. If the first and second hit sequences are guarded. Oh, okay. Alright, so there are some conditions, I guess. Some unique moves won't work from beginning as part of a from the beginning as part of a passing link. Again, be wary, as the function differs depending on the unique move used. Okay. Okay. You can perform a dash attack by pressing either B or C buttons while using forward during a dash. B or C. Dash attacks are an effective way of closing in to attack. Be warned that, unlike with normal moves, you can't use this as part of a passing link. You'll also need to keep holding the directional button when you use it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. It's a nice crossover attack with the C. Holding down the attack button to change the effect of the move is what we call an increase. This changes the effect of the attack and can boost damage or alter hit effects. I should mention that IC, what is that? Is sometimes used to represent increase. Oh, I see, increase. I see. The moves affected by increase differ between characters. In Hyde's case, his standing C and jump C can be charged. Standing, increase, hold down C. Okay, so those are just charged attacks. Not charge attacks, but charged attacks. Okay. 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 Yes. I get it. You can rush an opponent with down plus A after hitting them with down plus A. This is what we call rush cancel. It's a move where you repeatedly enter the same commands. Okay, cool. Down plus A has very few openings, so you're safe even when it's guarded against. It's more powerful when used as a rush cancel, giving you the opportunity to land combos. But know that whilst down plus E plus A, sorry, can't be used as a rush cancel. Okay. 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 Interesting. They look kinda stupid, but they're effective. Using a special attack, you can deal a modest bit of damage through an opponent's guard. This is what some refer to as chip damage. Be careful when guarding, as you could lose quite a bit of health. However, note that a finishing blow can't be dealt through chip damage alone. Why don't we look at the chip damage in action, see how the VIT gauge is lower after guarding against a special attack. Before I forget, Hyde is also able to do chip damage using normal attacks with his katana as well. Alright. So he's alright. Projectiles are attacks that are shot from a distance. Using projectiles is a basic method to deal damage from a distance. Note that only some characters are able to use projectiles. Projectile itself is invisible, but the opponent can't attack it. This means that it's a lot safer to use than trying to close the distance, but projectiles can be avoided with a jump or an assault. There's a chance the opponent will dodge it while getting closer to you. When using projectiles, it's best to use them from a distance where you're outside the opponent's range of attack. Note that in some cases you and your opponent's projectiles may cancel each other out. Using your projectile to counter your opponent is a good defensive move. But some projectiles can hit multiple times, and others with high priority may cancel your attack without being cancelled, so be careful. Alright, makes sense. Success. Invincible moves let you attack while invincible. Using these types of moves allows you to attack opponents while they're attacking. Although there's a great potential to deal damage, only certain characters are able to use these types of attacks. Also, being invincible lasts only for a short period of time. That means whiffing your move or being guarded against can leave you wide open to attacks. Let's try using an invincible move to break your opponent's combo. Opponent will do an ABC charge B plus C combo. Use your invincible move right between C and charge B plus C to break it. While you're guarding, enter your special attack command and press the button the moment your guard position ends. So what am I supposed to do? Wait. Oh, okay. Okay. I suck. Hey, come on! Oh, come on! I almost did it. The fuck? Okay, wasn't it was supposed to be after the third? Why isn't he doing it? Ah, there you go. All right. Too late. Ugh. Too soon. Ah, there you go. Fuck you. There we go. Alright. Inputting a command during a special attack may trigger additional attacks. Additional attacks are a great way to deal more damage during special attacks. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Some special attacks may change the timing to when you can counter the opponent, depending on whether an additional attack is used or not. Alright, inputting a command during a special attack may trigger additional attacks. Okay, additional attacks are a great way to deal more damage during special attacks. Alright, so hides backward quarter circle plus A, B or C allows additional attacks. Press back plus A, B or C during the special attack to add an additional attack. So wait, oh. Alright, cool. Ah, interesting. EX special attacks are powerful specials that use 100 of your EXS gauge. You can execute these by inputting the special attack with the C button. Note that some EX special attacks will require more than just 100. Powerful specials that use 100 of your EXS gauge. Okay. Okay. Not only are EX special attacks powerful, they are also very safe to use, making them a versatile and efficient choice. Let's not forget that the cut-in effect is very stylish as well. Alright. If you try to use an EX special attack when you don't have enough in your gauge, the special attack will be the same as if you used the B button for it. So both quarter circle plus B and quarter circle plus C are treated the same way. Now then, go ahead and try executing an EX special attack. If you're not sure how, check the command list under the pause menu. Alright, so that's just alright, that's how you do that. Whoa! Holy guacamole! Infinite Worth is an extremely powerful special attack that requires 200 of your EXS gauge to use. You can perform this attack by inputting half circle plus D when you have 200 in your EXS gauge. The cut-in effect for Infinite Worth are quite impressive to watch. The attack also makes the user invincible and deals massive damage, making it perfect as a finishing move. Infinite Worth. But down. Infinite Worth EXS is the strongest special attack available to the character. In order to use the attack, you will need to meet the criteria to use Infinite Worth, and your VIT gauge must be 30% or less. Oh, that's weird. At which point you can unleash the attack with Infinite Worth EXS. Oh, it's not only flashy, it also makes the user invincible. Unleash it at just the right moment to deal incredible damage. So okay. Wow. Alright. Okay, so that's really like a last ditch effort attack. Interesting. I didn't know that. ABC isn't the only way to do a passing link. In fact, you can enter CBA or even ACB, set up the link however you like. But if you do something like a CA, the A attack has shorter range than the C attack, so you may whiff the A attack if the opponent gets pushed out of range. Alright, so let's do... Okay. I wonder if I... Okay, that doesn't count. Success. You can execute jump attacks into passing links since you can't use smart steer while you're in the air. It'll be important for you to know how to use passing link to combo. Execute jump okay, yeah, sure. Now then, show me your passing link with jump attacks. Quick reflexes are key in using passing link in the air. Too slow and you'll simply land on the ground, so be careful. Okay. 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 Almost. I wonder. Okay. Jesus Christ. I wonder if I can't use a double jump, so that's kinda maybe if I just okay. Hey! I did it! Come on. Can't you please? I'm trying to get him out the corner because this is getting annoying. Alright, at least I got that done. Oh! Will you please just... Sorry. For some reason my fucking... Alright, fuck off BitTorrent. Nobody cares about you. Oh, that's why. Okay, wait. I forgot about that. One sec. Exit. Alright, that's a lot better. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Alright, will you please just fucking get out the corner? Alright, the stream is lagging, it's going so far behind, it's crazy. Maybe I should restart it, but I don't feel like it. I hate restarting streams because then I have two videos and that's annoying. Oh, come on. Fucking hell. Ah, there we go. Fucking finally. Alright. Using a special attack in a passing link will allow you to cancel normal attacks. A normal attack right into the special attack. Landing a special attack using a combo is a tactic you'd be wise to master. Special attack in a passing link will allow you to cancel a normal attack right into a special attack. Okay. Most special attacks deal massive damage in exchange for lack of speed. You'll need to be able to at least cancel a C attack if you want the combo to be a success. Standing A, standing B, standing C. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, no. Oh, come on. Ah, fuck. God damn it, I keep forgetting to press backwards. Okay. What the fuck are you doing, mate? Alright, finally, okay. You can use infinite worth as part of a cancel from normal attacks, some special attacks. Doing a combo with it will greatly boost your damage output. Infinite worth as part of a cancel for normal attacks. Okay. Now then, go ahead and use the infinite worth as part of the combo. Hides quarter circle plus B after quarter circle plus A can cancel his landing stun with an EX special attack or with infinite worth. You'll need to complete the quarter circle plus D command right as you land after an additional attack. Okay, so A, B, C. Okay, that's weird. Okay. But what? Oh, what was that? Huh? Okay, can we maybe get a preview, because I have no idea how that's supposed to work. Ah, that's weird. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Why? What the fuck? Okay. Fucking hell. Alright. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Oh! Oh! Okay. Come on! What the fuck? Ah, there we go. Alright, cool. That's weird. I mean, it's not that weird. It's pretty awesome, by the way. Alright. Hitting a jump attack near the ground will let you combo into ground attack if it's timed right. From there, use passing link to deal more damage. If your jump attack hits too high, the ground attack won't connect into a combo. Aerial C. Wait. Okay. Aerial C. Come on. What? What? Oh. Okay. Come on. What the fuck? Okay, maybe too much of a... Okay. Come on. Alright. Why does it keep charging? I'm just pressing it for a little... Come on. What the fuck are you doing, mate? Alright, cool. Alright, cool. You're able to do an aerial guard against certain projectiles and attacks, but be forewarned that only a few moments can be guarded this way. Just remember that you're vulnerable in the air when jumping. The opponent will attack, so guard against it by holding down directional button backward in the air. Oh, down the direction. Okay. What? Jesus Christ, man! What the fuck? Can I please just? The fuck, man? Alright. Come on, we got this. Alright, fucking finally. Attacking. Entering a throw command right when you're about to be grabbed will notify your opponent's throw. This is called teching. It'll be too late if you wait until you see yourself being thrown, so you will need to read the opponent's intentions and enter the command early. You'll need to get used to teching in order to use it properly. The key is to tech as if you're going to throw the opponent. One other thing, you can also tech out a Waldstein's rotate plus B throw. Oh. So wait, does teching in general work against command throws? I never knew that was an option, because grapplers, for example, in Street Fighter are really fucking annoying. Okay. Okay. Too soon. Okay. Cool. You can use jump attacks right after an assault, turning it into a quick overhead attack. This is perfect for breaking guards. You can even use this as a way to get into a combo as well, because assaults move you into the air like a jump. They always avoid low hitting attacks and throws. Okay. Again with this shit. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, oh shit, yeah. Okay, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be harder. The fuck? How? The f- When do I need to... Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck? Why doesn't it just work? Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't know it's... I didn't know it's... It actually adapts to the position of your opponent, which is really interesting. But it still doesn't help me getting The fucking C button doesn't work on time. It's too low. It's too low, so I don't get the timing right. Why doesn't it hit? What the fuck? Come on, dude. Why does it throw him in the... Why does it launch him in the air so I can't do the low attacks? What the fuck is up with that? Why? The fuck is this? Okay, so if I just... Okay, so why doesn't it do that? Why doesn't it just do... Oh, come on, we were so fucking... Wrong attack. Ah, there we go, fucking vanity. Please, game, just let me... What the fuck? Why is it launching him in the air? I'm not charging it for more attacks. I don't get this. Alright, sorry. Jesus fucking Christ. And that's why I don't do tutorials, because usually they just fuck with my brain. I hate that. Come on now. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, come on, I had it. Alright, there goes the second one. Why does it do that? Why does it bounce him off the ground? Alright. Why? God fucking damn it! I'm doing one attack! One hit! Jesus fucking Christ! I mean, like in a normal match, I would love this. I would be just doing it. But this is not what I need to do in this fucking mission. This is so fucking annoying. Come on. Jesus fucking Christ. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. You know what I'm doing? I'm pressing down and C, because I'm hoping that it will help me time the rest of the attacks after but when I do down and C, it does a different attack, I think. See? Oh yeah. Yeah, it does a different attack. It looks the same, but it's an upward swing, so he does bounce him in the air. And again. Alright, fucking finally. It's quite important to know when to let guard stun end. If you end it with the risky attack, the opponent could potentially use that as a means to counter. Now then, end the guard stun with the specified attack. You'll find out how dangerous it is to end with the wrong move. Okay. Why? Can I please just... Why? Alright. No, right. Opponents in a guard stun have difficult time countering attacks. This also means that you can cancel into overhead to get through a crouching guard, but overheads are usually slow, which means the opponent could retaliate. It's wise to make the opponent think the combo will continue, then mix an overhead into the attack. I'd also suggest holding off using low hitting down plus C until a later time to force the opponent to crouch guard. Alright, okay, almost. No, sorry. Up. What am I supposed to do? Overhead attack against the guard stun. Fucking hell. Come on. What? Jesus Christ. Alright. Hey, I did it. Fucking finally. Alright. Hey! Alright. You can try to guard, stun and throw an opponent at close range. Just make the opponent guard against a quick attack, then move in front for the throw. Try to guard, stun and throw an opponent at close range. Use this against opponents waiting for you for your passing link. Go ahead and guard stun the opponent and move in for a throw. Okay. Alright, that's not too bad. That's pretty cool. Guarding against a slow attack gives you the gives you the chance to retaliate. So, okay, use your A or B attacks to rush the opponent. While guarding is important, you will need to strike them when the opportunity presents itself. If you can guard against slow hitting attacks, you'll often gain the initiative to move first and strike back. Using a quick A attack can stop the opponent's onslaught. The opponent will dash and attack repeatedly, so the moment you see an opening after guarding, strike back. An opening after guarding. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Yay! You can control the direction in which you recover by inputting forward or backward on the directional buttons. The edge of the stage is dangerous, so recover at the middle of the stage if possible. Now then, see how you can control your direction to recover. Note that you can't go forward if you're blown to the ground. Okay. Okay. What am I? Okay. Oh, so shit. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. I was pressing the wrong button. For some reason I was pressing the D button. Under certain conditions you can enter an awakened state called Vorpal. During Vorpal the GRD gauge flashes and your attack power increases. Activating Vorpal is a bit complex, and before doing so you will need to fill your GRD gauge. The diamond-shaped gauge at the bottom of the screen is the GRD gauge. Similar to the VIT gauge, both yours and your opponent's are displayed on screen. The battle initially starts with the GRD gauge empty, but for this lesson I adjusted it so that you have 3 blocks for visual confirmation. In order to go Vorpal, your GRD gauge must be greater than your opponent's, and you will need to wait about 7 seconds first. The GRD gauge fills if you move forward, your attack hits, when you guard successfully, and more. Go ahead and fill your GRD gauge, and then wait a short while to enter Vorpal. Okay, so that it fills the Vorpal, the GRD gauge I mean. Alright. Next challenge. In order to go Vorpal, your GRD gauge needs to be greater than your opponent's when the TS gauge cycles. The TS gauge is the round gauge behind the GRD gauge. It increases clockwise and does a full cycle when the gauge fills to the very top. Alright. Even if you fill up your GRD gauge, if it's not more than the opponent's when the TS gauge does its full cycle, you won't go Vorpal. Now then, try increasing the GRD gauge again and wait until the TS gauge is full to see what happens. Oh wait. Alright, cool. Concentration is where you hold down the D button. This increases the GRD gauge while lowering your opponent's. This works well when you want to quickly fill your GRD gauge. Holding down the D button will use some of your EXS gauge to accelerate the fill speed of your GRD gauge. I suggest you use concentration to fill your GRD gauge when the TS gauge is about to go full cycle. Alright. Alright. Next challenge. You can activate force function with B+C. It's a character specific move that uses your GRD gauge. The property of the force function differs between characters. For example, Hyde's force function deals massive damage. Using force function depletes 1 GRD gauge block. Of course, you can use force function even without a full block. By using it in such a state will increase the opponent's... okay. Interesting. By the way, while Vorpal you'll use only half of what's needed from the GRD gauge, so and the opponent's GRD gauge stops fitting, making use of force functions more convenient. Okay. Alright, cool. You enter a state called GRD break if you take damage while shield is up. While in this state you won't be able to use assaults or shields. Now then, go ahead and strike the opponent during using a standing shield and GRD break the opponent. Alright. Shield is a guarding method that can create distance between you and your opponent. It can also null chip damage. Simply guard and press the D button to activate shield. That's similar to the shield in Melty Blood. But it's different because you have to hold the direction as well, and you can use the D button for other means as well. So long as you hold the D button, the shield will stay up at the expense of your EXS gauge. Your GRD gauge will increase if you guard an attack with your shield, so it's important to use this strategically. Using your shield to guard against projectiles is rather easy to do. Go ahead and give it a try. Alright, cool. You can use your shields in the air as well. Aerial shields can guard you against jump attacks that otherwise can't be guarded against. Aerial shields aren't too common during the course of battle, but if the opponent is in the air, use them to guard against jump attacks. The opponent will do a jump attack, so guard against it with your aerial shield. Okay. Oh wait! God damn it. God damn it. Come on. Fucking hell. I suck at using shields overall. Alright, come on. Jump, you idiot. Fucking hell. This is such a specific fucking... And I know I'm never gonna do this during gameplay because I suck at shields. And I suck at... I mean... Like, normal guarding is fine. Will you please just fucking attack me already? Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, I'll just stay here. Alright, fucking hell. Fucking finally. Alright. Activate chain shift by pressing the D button twice quickly while vorpal. Chain shift helps fill up your EXS gauge quickly, so use it as often as possible when going vorpal. Keep in mind, sometimes you will see chain shift defined as CS. You can use your GRD gauge to fill your EXS gauge with chain shift. Each block of your GRD gauge equals 20 EXS. Note that the most you can change via this method is 120. Now then, try using your chain shift. You're in vorpal, so you should be able to chain shift anytime. Increase EXS effectively by using chain shift after filling your GRD gauge. Okay. I wonder what that does though. Alright. Pressing A plus B plus C when your EXS gauge is at 100 or more activates Veil Off in exchange of all your EXS. While in Veil Off, you gain boosts such as attack buffs. Sometimes VO is used to signify Veil Off. The EXS gauge is located at the bottom left and the bottom right of the screen, similar to the VIT gauge. Both yours and your opponent's are displayed. You initially start the battle with an empty EXS gauge, but for this lesson I've added 200 to activate Veil Off. Now then, go ahead and activate Veil Off with A plus B plus C. The length of the Veil Off depends on how much of your EXS gauge is remaining. So the more you have remaining, the longer you can continue Veil Off. And it does a nice burst as well. While Veil Off is in effect, you can use any move that requires EXS, regardless of the amount remaining. If you only have a little, it's better to use it on moves such as EX special attacks. Now then, try using your EX special attack and Infinite Worth with Veil Off active. Okay. Oh! Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Okay. Okay, cool. Nice! You use less of your EXS gauge while Veil Off is active. You can normally use your EX special attack twice, but while in Veil Off you can use it up to 3 times. Note that Infinite Worth is an exception to this. Using it will deplete your entire EXS gauge. Now then try using a combo containing 3 EX special attacks during Veda. Alright. No, wait. God damn it. Okay, wait. Okay. Oh, wait. Fade off. Come on. God damn it. Alright. Let's try it again. Wait. Oh! Holy shit, that's whack. That's crazy. The time counter, that's not the right word by the way, whack. The time counter pauses during blackout transitions, such as with EX special attack effects. This also applies when using Infinite Worth and Infinite Worth EXS. What this means is, if you're losing and running out of time, you may have a chance to turn everything around with moves like Infinite Worth. Success. All commands are prioritized. For example, if you use Dragon Punch... Wait, what is this? Dragon Punch quarter circle forward plus A. I don't know what this is. What is this? Yeah, it's kinda like that. Then... okay, then Dragon Punch is prioritized over quarter circle. Okay, interesting. Would be funny. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a double quarter circle, so. Dragon Punch is command priority over quarter circle. Priorities are set so that you don't inadvertently use a move during your command input. If you try using a move and see that another move happens to activate before it, check on your command inputs in training mode. Okay. Congratulations! In passing the intermediate course, you've proven yourself to be quite the fighter. I suggest you go to the expert course to reach a new level of power. Alright, we'll leave that for another time because these are getting more and more complicated. So I'm not sure I'm feeling confident enough to do them on stream, but we'll see how it goes. Today went well, so and it wasn't that hard overall. Some were kind of frustrating. We'll go back. I was expecting more IP. Oh, hello. How are you doing, mates? Hope you're doing fine. I was just about to take a short break. I'm gonna go take a leak, and I'll be right back, and we'll do the Chronicle mode. So, 1 sec. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright. My cat is acting up again. I don't know what's wrong with him. Let's go do some chronicles. I'm kind of curious about this mode, because I do want to see like the story mode of this game, but I wonder if it's just visual novel or if there's going to be some matches at least. Because if it's just VN, it might be kind of boring. Through the door. So you have finally come. The one who opened the gates. Place your hand upon this heavy door and push. Let me tell you one of these memories. Eternal through time, the story of what led to the hollow nights. I will first introduce the person who stands before you now. I am the automatic nerve. Autonomic. Batista. A subroutine that exists primarily in dormancy. Why are you naked? I reside within a small amount of memory so as not to put a strain on the main unit, and I survey, execute, record and report. She's kind of like the... what are they called? Prime field devices in Blaze Blue. As to why I have appeared here, the reason I am speaking with you now is something even I do not know. While my master sleeps, I awaken in times of emergency for those who venture forth to observe the night. I become their guide and light their way through the darkness. As present times have become turbulent, the information we have collected and the conclusions that can be drawn from it must be shared on the Hollow Night to those who have gained power. The stories that have led to this night, against the backdrops they burden, look through this door to understand them. Once everything has been known, another door, shrouded in deeper darkness, can be seen. Which means you can unlock different chapters of the story mode. Okay, interesting. When that time arrives, I shall appear before you again as another party unaffected, as just another observer. Now this time, walk through the threshold to a place far away, one that cannot be reached from here. I will wait for you, holding a slight glimmer of hope. No, we will not meet. Here for a long, long time. Alright. Oh! That's weird. I like that soundtrack. Overall the soundtrack is really great. I wonder why those are in random order. Ancient Guardian and the Devil's King. A just messenger. That's kind of weird. You'd expect they would put them in order, but we'll start with Aurier, who's my favorite character anyway. Well, I'm not sure if I... That's a different story. I like her a lot. I like rapiers. You know, I used to do fencing and stuff, so that's why I like her. But it's a tough choice picking my main in this game. There in the distance, is that the town? Outside the window of the train. I like how she's like way too small compared to the seats of the train. Outside the window of the train. Under the white hazy sky, large and misty town appeared. No, just a little further away. It'll take a while to get there, so I'll tell you the mission details after we arrive. We can't be sure that no one else is listening in, she added in a whisper. Right, thank you, Lex. Until then, why don't we chat? We haven't talked at all since we met up at the airport. Lex pulled out snacks and drinks from her bag and casually fiddled around with her computer. Even though I said we wouldn't know who'd be listening in, our car is fairly empty. I think we'll be alright so long as we keep an eye out. Oh, Lex to the bar. The landing of the plane, reuniting with Lex. Glimpses of memories come to mind as I sank back in my seat. We had been in a bit of a rush to make the train earlier, but we were otherwise off to a good start. My legs are still a bit sore. The shape of the quiet city stretched across the scenic landscape. More and more houses were gradually beginning to appear along the quaint countryside. This train would bring us to our destination, but it seemed it would take some time to get there. The moment I saw Lex at the airport, it was clear that she had been up all night, which she later admitted was because she was working on important documents. She still thinks she works better at night. She hasn't changed a bit. She didn't have to come out all this way if she was so sleepy. Though that's what makes her so thoughtful. Even now she's fixated on her computer, saying she needs just another minute to finish up her work. Our conversations would get cut short again and again because of this. Really, this girl. I wonder if Kaguya is already there. Yeah, she's fine. She's got it more together than you. I have it together too, you know. Kaguya was our age as well, a childhood acquaintance, friend, comrade, and powerful ally. All we knew was that she had a mission elsewhere, and that she would meet up with us again after it was completed. As soon as we disembarked from the plane, she was gone. She could have waited to leave after seeing you, don't you think? It's been so long. Ha ha ha, that's just like her though. It's fine. Whether we want her to or not, she'll find us. I suppose that's true. I turned my phone back to see if I received any sort of message from Kaguya, but there was no service. Right. I would have to make some adjustments if I want to call or message anyone. I wasn't even able to tell her that I had met up with Lex. Lex said she'd do something about the phone situation later, so I guess I can contact her after that. Plus, I'm sure she's busy as well. Sorry, Kaguya. I tucked the now useless phone into my bag. Lex continued to sleepily type away on her beloved computer, working again as usual. I wonder if we'll be alright on this mission. Each new mission we've undertaken has been in a new land. I could never get used to it. I don't even get what they're doing, but okay. But the unease I felt this time around was much greater than usual. Gathering information as a student. Just what is headquarters asking me to do? I get a feeling these are gonna be really fucking boring, so I might just do one chapter and switch to arcade mode or something. Just do a few matches and have some fun. I'm not sure though. Like if there are gonna be some fights in this, I'm all down for reading a few lines, I guess. But like this is dragging on a lot, so okay. Part of me was adamant about fulfilling the mission objective, but I still felt hesitant, unable to see why the details would be so different from anything we have done previously. Alright. Don't worry yourself over it. The higher-ups are trusting you with missions like these because they have high expectations of Aurier Valadier, first executor of Richtokruis. I like how Japanese misappropriation of German is 10 times worse than English. And not just Japanese, because the Americans do it as well. Like take Ruby for example. With Wai Shini. That's not how you say Snow White in German, but okay. Don't worry yourself over it. The higher ups are okay, wait, I already read that. Richter Kuraisu! You're just saying that. Ugh. My name is Aurier Valadier. I'm an executor of the Lichtkreis, the organization whose mission is to control and restrict the use of EXS. I've assumed the alias of Aurier Harada for this mission, which is actually closer to my real name. I had been overseas for so long, I wasn't used to saying it myself. Okay. After I lost my parents in an accident when I was young, the Richter Kuraisu took me in and raised me. I spent my life trying to repay them for their kindness. They treated me as family after I had lost my own. Adelheid. Also, nice detail. Adelheid is a Dutch word. Was caring and loving guardian, though strict at times. Many others came from similar circumstances as I had and chose the same path. I will repay this debt, even if it means my life. Not out of some blind faith, but from pure gratitude. Aww, that's so sweet. Without the Richter Kuraisu, I would likely not be a part of this world today. No, stop thinking of such depressing things. I have to focus. I can't waste this long train ride doing nothing. Okay. I opened my bag to take out the dossier for the mission. Let's see. Confidential information. Infiltration, sorry. This is all I need to read, right? Right, well there are the usual obvious points in there, so you'll be okay even if you don't read it all the way through. Just don't forget you're a transfer student from a wealthy all-girls school. Makes sense. Yeah, I got it, but I'm not really good at acting high class. How? What? You're like the ultimate posh girl. So long as you keep your cool, things will work out no problem. Eyes around me will be expecting grace. It would be tough to meet their expectations. People of the Richter Kuraisu, they usually assume we're affluent, as if our members really do go to an elite academy. But the Richter Kuraisu isn't like that, myself included. This elegant act I need to put on is making me nervous. I mean... Wait. There's that girl Erica, who actually does hail from a noble bloodline. Erica Wagner. Oh, yeah, you know, I suspected as much. I suspected she's also from Richter Kuraisu. Well, actually, okay. Though from what I've heard, she needs to put on a different sort of act at times. Okay, I wonder what kind of act she's talking about. Kaguya is actually from a family of renown as well, but she's better at acting the part and tricking people. And then there's Mika. Okay, I didn't know she's also from the same organization. Another person without any relatives, and Lex. I've never asked her about her past before. There are many things about her that are strange, but her frail and demure appearance seem not to invite much attention. More than anything, she has sharp intuition and grasps concepts easily. Jesus Christ, that's a mouthful. Though she is a bit strange. What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? Are you remembering what it was like when we reunited at the airport? Like what? Why is that so important? That's like that's not it at all, Lex. What is it? Still, perhaps it would be rude of me to ask her about her history out of nowhere. I'm sure there are things about her past she doesn't want to talk about either. No, it's nothing. I just want to practice being elegant for the mission. Oh, nice. That was a really gentle expression on your face just now. The school's fairly normal compared to the others you've seen on past missions. Just try it and have some fun. Jesus Christ. Everyone will see you as a rich exchange student from a super prestigious school, so try and act accordingly. Why did they have to make the school so prestigious? Gosh. I like how she's acting like she's such a normal girl, and she's obviously just, what the fuck, is so weird. Why did they, okay, shit. Even the school we went to through the Lichtkreis was a normal school, but for some reason it was considered historically famous by others. The building itself and all the desks were worn down, the facilities were old too. It really was a far cry from prestigious girls' school. Well, maybe the outside was decorated nicely. I suppose the Lichtkreis efforts to present a refined image were well worth it. It's no wonder that people would think of us in that way. Especially with being known all internationally as a philanthropic organization. You could even say that there isn't anyone in the world who hasn't heard of that name. It's unfortunate that we're not as recognized in this land. The Lichtkreis operates out of several branches in the cities across the globe, providing help to people in suffering. We're praised as ambassadors of justice and delight, and if I'm being honest, I think the Lichtkreis uses that to its advantage as a front, moving under the pretense of a charitable organization. Sounds suspicious to me, but okay. Well, I do my best as someone appointed to the job, but there sure is a lot of pressure to keep Lichtkreis' image pristine. That's true. Well, it's our job. Our job is still to give hope to others. If you're in a bind and need inspiration, just think of a shining holy night on those who need saving. Some of the sentence structures here in this game are so weird. She left Riley, her eyes still on her computer screen. An organization of justice that saves those in need. Yeah, you're right. Still, it was just a facade aimed at the rest of the world. The Lichtkreis' actual mission was to control and restrain that appeared in the Hollow Night. And punish those who abused the power of EXS. An organization comprised solely of women. Oh, I didn't know that. Those who gained the power of EXS were called imbirths. People, myself included, gained superhuman powers of EXS. There wasn't much difference in the number of male and female power wielders. That being said, the Lichtkreis was comprised of females. It could be just a theory, but EXS was seen to be stronger in women who were more emotionally sensitive. That could be one of the reasons. Oh god. Other than that, I've also heard rumors going around that the leader of the group, Adelheid, wasn't good with men, making it a completely female space. Okay. I did try and confirm this from within the organization, and it seemed it wasn't too far from the truth. I mean, wouldn't they just be a monastic organization? Would that make more sense? Like if they're fighting like vampire-like creatures or whatever, like the Sisters of Battle or something. I did try and confirm this from. Oh, sorry. It's a bit difficult to ask this. The topic may run deeper than I can imagine. To think everyone says things are so easy since we're all girls. Topic may run deeper than I can imagine. To think everyone says things are so easy here since we're all girls. Things are more open between us since we're girls, right? Well, I'd still be fine if you were a guy, Ori, eh? Maybe her name would be Oreo. Why do you ask? Are you thinking about the people of Lichtkreis? Yeah, I suppose so. Behind the organization of justice is just a group made up of girls who go on monster hunts. I was just thinking about what not to talk about at the school. Yeah, there's no need to talk about the monster hunting part, just act like super elegant women from a prestigious school. Adding onto that will just create holes in our story. Super elegant, oh jeez. Pushing the fact that you've been going to an all-girls school would be a good cover. It's not a lie after all, it supports how you've never interacted with guys before. What? I've interacted with them a bit, kind of. Aww. Well, that aside. The Lichtkreis's job was to defeat the Voids, these utterly mysterious demons who eat human souls and appear on the Hollow Night. And to guide chaotic beings who abuse EXS in the right direction. That was the true mission of the Lichtkreis. I wonder how the Lichtkreis got to be such a large organization. Is Adelheid just really good at business? Perhaps a bit tired from her work, legs stretched while she spoke. I'm not sure about that. One thing I can say is that there was definitely a significant component of luck involved. We were created ages ago as an organization started to defeat Voids, right? Yeah. We hunt Voids and fight against Embers. With all of that fighting, saying we did charity work was the only thing we could do. And from defeating the monsters of the night naturally came symbolism and words like light and justice to ensure nothing about the night would be exposed to the public. Then we gained the image of the charitable organization of light, we gained sympathy from people and grew from there. So we just needed to keep in line with that image. I know I make it sound simple, but of course it's not something anyone can do. It wouldn't go well if we were to try it again. That's why I say it happened because of luck. I suppose this is Adelheid's fate as well. Yeah, I thought it might be from luck. It's good that we are growing. Defeating the Voids and Embers won't make a living for us. We have to do something else in order to preserve the organization. Seriously, I have no idea. Like, this is dragging on a lot. It seems as though here in Japan there was a clan famous for hunting Voids, but because of their limited resources, they may be on the verge of closing down. I see, so there is an organization like that. I'm sure there are others around the world throughout history. You can't live off just ideals, and you can't create ideals without making a living. It's a cruel reality. All I could do was muster a dry laugh. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to protect people from the fangs of the Void then, would we? It's important to secure a way to live, right? Of course it is. The knowledge and power of EXS. I'm sure using that is a way to stay alive. However, Adelheid made the right decision for herself not to do so. I wouldn't want a future like that. If the Lichtkreis was an organization that caused chaos with EXS, then we may have been the ones being defeated by doers of justice. Though the Lichtkreis was well known, no one's ever heard of us doing anything so dark. We should be proud of that. Alright. Though it may be just that such talk just doesn't come to people like us on the front lines. That's possible. We are holders of this special magic power EXS. It wouldn't be strange that there would be some ideals or secrets within the top ranks. Right. Still, it would still be to preserve the organization. So long as it doesn't go against the progress of humankind, it would have to be permitted. If it's small enough to not be heard by people at our level, I'm sure it'd be fine to consider it as permissible. If it were something atrocious, I'm sure we'd have heard about it. Okay. If the Lichtkreis abused and misused EXS, if it had been complicit in hurting someone, we executors would go to defeat the Lichtkreis itself. I would have no hesitation in doing that. Those are some Strange. I mean, come on. Just get... Okay. Yet I am hoping that would never be the case. The complete extermination of evil inbirths. Most of the missions entrusted to us executors are combative duties, based mostly around the elimination of voids. But this time the mission is to infiltrate and investigate. We were told that there could be fighting depending on the circumstance, but the objective was to live as a normal student and gather information. The majority of missions that we've undertaken before with clear goals like battle these people and retrieve something were much clearer and easier, it seemed. Infiltrating a school, huh? I wonder if we'll be okay. Jesus Christ. Crawling across the Sahara Desert would be easier. An expression people use on how difficult it is to fit into a new school. I hope it isn't that bad here. Just thinking about what's happened until now is bringing me down. Though I'm more uneasy because of the unusual circumstances. We'll be fine, though you are a bit clumsy at times, so I can't say I'm not 0% worried though, okay. Don't say such mean things so casually, Lex. You're Aurier, victor of battle. You'll be fine this time too. What's wrong? You seem so uneasy this time around. Part of it is having this transit time to fuss over things. I can't get my thoughts together. Just trying to get Lex to sympathize with me at this point. No, I'll be fine if I just act normal. I'm just thinking of all these unnecessary things. Illness comes from your state of mind. They say if you keep thinking negatively, your emotions and thoughts will be pulled in that direction too. And it will eventually become reality. I glance outside and find the setting to be relaxing. My hand naturally moves to the window and opens it. Wow, the wind feels so nice. Don't open it too much, my documents will fly all over the place. Thought you were using your laptop. I'm sorry, Lex, you're still working. Now that I think about it, a lot of time has passed since we got on this train, traveling on unfamiliar train. My hips and bottom hurt a bit, perhaps from sitting for so long. Yeah, I feel refreshed after that stretch. You sound like an old woman. Don't say that, I was just thinking the same thing. What? Jesus Christ, this is so stupid. The train rattled and swayed in a steady rhythm. It was pleasant. The scenery outside the window, everywhere I look, the blue sky stretches across and the sunlight pours down gently to us. The large trees show a tint of red, giving everything a feeling of fall. I'd sure like to stay like this and just take a vacation. I lean against the wall, resting my head on my hand. You traveled plenty across the world though, Aurier. You can't call that traveling. What I mean is going sightseeing, chatting in new places, making new memories. I've been thrown into planes in hasty rushes, only to return shortly afterward. You couldn't consider that traveling at all. Well, I am aware that would be a luxury. Focus on the mission first. I know you need to have a bit of fun on the job, but I can't get sloppy. I actually wonder what country she's from. She's not Japanese apparently, so she might be French. Aurier Valadier sounds kind of French. On a mission in Japan, huh? I've come to this place that's so important to me. I have to give it my all, both in terms of having fun and also the mission. So she does have some connection to Japan? Maybe she's half Japanese or something? I mean, that happens a lot in animus and mangoes. Being able to be back here on a mission, maybe ultimately I'm really happy about it. I felt excitement running through me as if a child on a field trip. As if a child on a field trip. Jesus Christ! All right, I think the only entertainment value we're gonna find here is just the misspellings and the weird grammatical structure of the sentences. An unfamiliar place. I'm a bit uneasy at the unfamiliar scenery, but I do feel a bit of nostalgia too. Once this mission seems handled, I'll take just a bit of time and look around the country. That idea grew within me as I looked at the calming scenery out the window. Well, I'm glad there's such a nice weather today. So many things would have gone to waste if it were raining on the first day. I heard a sharp retort of, I actually wish it were a bit cloudy since I can't see my screen at all right now, but I ignored it. I returned my gaze to the inside of the car. There, time simply passes by with no events of notice. I look at the timetable given to me and see that it's not long until we arrive. The scenery outside had all become that of a city. Several buildings of moderate height lined up amongst each other, and on the streets were numbers of cars passing each other. Lex continued typing away at something on her computer. It seems like she's concentrating. I'm sure she hasn't realized we're close to our stop. I'm sure I could trust her, but it'd be a problem if we missed our stop. On the black screen, I'd been able to glance at from time to time where green O's and 1s. It was a world I didn't understand. I wonder sometimes what this girl does. Actually, I wonder about that too. Like, what's with the Greece zeros and ones and zeros? Like in the Matrix, there's no computer like in real life that actually uses that kind of an interface. I don't know. Our stop is almost coming up, right? We should get ready to get off. Yeah, you're right. I was also involved with my work. I almost forgot. It's just about that time, isn't it? Lex closes her computer and begins to put away the rest of her work equipment. I think I can concentrate on work better in transit. Maybe I should be in transit all the time. No, get off, please! In perfect timing, the speakers announced the next stop, Kansekai. It seems like this is our stop. She's from Digiworld, that's right. Alright, Orie, are you ready? You haven't forgotten anything. I'm not a child, don't worry. You be careful not to forget our bag full of work either, okay? Don't even joke about that. We check our seats and luggage again. It doesn't seem like we forgot anything. The train slows down as it nears the station. Let's go. Right. Alright, there's no use worrying any more than this. Let's go, Orie Harada. This is the town that will be the stage for my next mission. This isn't the start of just any mission, it's a personal battle of my own too. I'll take my first step forward. My first step toward it here. Alright. Alright! Was that the first chapter? Okay. The long journey was finally over. After getting off the train, passing through the turnstiles and getting to an open area of the station, I found myself surprised at the sheer size of it. The size itself isn't something uncommon, but this crowd, I don't think I can walk through it. We're supposed to exit from exit 2, gate 2, so we should be good here. Yeah, this is it. We won't need that guide for the route from here, just follow me. Oh yeah, that's right. Lex had been here in this town before herself. It seems like she'd already become used to the area around here. I felt ashamed staring at the guide map in the mission documents so seriously. This place with the strange object at the clock and the clock, it seemed like people would use this place often to meet at Kansekai station. There were many people standing around the area. Alright, first off. First, are you hungry? I suppose I am a bit, yeah. I see. Well, there's not much use standing around. Let's go somewhere close by. There's a cafe around here with great cakes. Nice, Lex! You know what to do? Let's get going then. We'll be walking just a bit. Yay! Alright, what do you think? Should we go to the next chapter or should we do something else? I'm not a big, I don't know. I'm afraid like people are getting bored because there's been like like people and like viewers coming in and then leaving again. So I'm afraid it's getting kind of boring. But I do want to do the story mode, but I'm not sure if I should stream it if that's the case. I'm kind of curious, so like if it doesn't improve, I'll just stop, I guess. I don't know. We walked along a busy street outside the station. Luckily, we were able to send our extra luggage ahead of us to Lichtkreis beforehand, which made it easier to take in the unfamiliar city and different culture, as Lex and I talked on the way to our destination. It looks like so much effort was put into the design of these buildings. It's such a shame it's overshadowed by all this signage. Gaudy signs in mostly primary colors lined the streets. Yeah, at first glance it looked really similar, but places like these make you realize it's definitely an Asian country. Lex walked a little bit ahead of me, her skirt swaying with each step. Ooh. I was a bit curious about what was underneath. Oh, ever since we were on the train. I mean, what? You can see what she's wearing. What are you talking about, lady? Get a grip. Hey, I was curious. Is that Lichtkreis uniform you're wearing? The school that was under the direction of the Lichtkreis, according to my documentation, underwent a redesign a year ago, and the uniforms got quite a bit cuter. Okay, I guess that makes sense then. I'll have to wear this outfit as well and go to another school. Yeah, it is. Pretty cute, right? It's easy to move in. Lex spun around to give me a better look. It was a sailor uniform with white and blue as the base and gold accessories around the belt and arms. The colors really gave it a Lichtkreis feel. Sure. Why are you wearing it though? I mean, why though? Oh, this was just made as a sample. I thought I'd test it out and wear it for a while so I'd know if there were any issues with it before giving it to you. I didn't really like working in jerseys all the time anyway. People kept saying I look like a really hard worker with them on. I see, so that's why. Makes perfect sense. I circled Lex to get a closer look at the uniform. It is cute, but the skirt's really short. I'd feel uncomfortable wearing it, sigh. I just don't think I'll be able to get used to this. Like, I wouldn't mind. I mean, yeah, she's wearing a really prim and proper uniform, so I wouldn't mind if she got a uniform like that. But okay, this is just the oh, sorry. Jesus Christ, I was thinking about the skirt. This is just the sort of thing that's the opposite of Lichtkreis. I suppose this arrangement was a compromise with modern trends. Yeah, in my opinion, I think our Lichtkreis uniforms are too long. Okay. Really? You're not bothered that it's so short? Even though you had something on under it? Hang on, this is a style that's super easy to move around in, like Mika's. Long skirts like yours get caught in all sorts of things, and I always felt like it was a hindrance when it came to combat. She's right, our Lichtkreis skirts, both the school uniform and the combat uniform, all go down past the thigh. though there are many combat uniforms that were customized to everyone's style. Some prefer shorter lengths to move around more, and some even had mini style like Mika's. Of course, I preferred longer skirts, of course. Increased mobility is important, but so is maintaining proper image. That's just like you. Well, we do have a choice to an extent. It's best for everyone to just choose the clothes that fit them best. I left your clothes in the room, so you'll be staying. Make sure the size is right. You wouldn't want to show any ankle. Geez, stop teasing me. I do think shorter skirts are cute too, as long as they're not too short. Haha, alright. We're almost at the shop here. Lex's pace slowed to a stop, and we found ourselves in front of a seemingly plain cafe. I was a bit surprised that this place was Lex's suggestion. I thought it would be something more suspicious looking, like a meeting place for a secret rendezvous. On the sign out in front of the stop, cute lettering spelled out today's sweet treats with a very menu underneath it. Jesus Christ, my mouth is getting dry, so I'm having trouble reading. There's a lot of reading in this game. Unexpectedly, well, of course, I mean, this like a whole visual novel mode, so... Autumn fruit tart, chestnut and pumpkin tart, sweet potato Mont Blanc, simple shortcake, and a number of mouth-watering parfaits. Wow, there are so many tasty-looking items. I'm so excited. Right, let's go inside. Yay. We opened the door and headed in. The bittersweet aroma of coffee wafted through the air, accompanied by quiet music. Come to think of it, I'm kind of in the mood for coffee as well. The inside of the shop was lively and adorned with pretty potted flowers and herbs. It passed my high standards. I felt I could finally be at ease. Around us, the shop was filled mostly with women, wives with their children enjoying the afternoon. Well, figures women would be in this kind of place. Girls on their way home from school. Though busy, it seemed there were still seats open for us to sit down without waiting. It gave the place an even higher score. Ah, amazing. As we waited near the entrance to the shop, an employee walked towards us. Two please, Aurier, there are the seats by the window okay instead of further in. Lex held up two fingers for the female employee while she spoke. The employee gestured toward the back, but Lex asked instead for the window seats near the entrance. There were fewer people around and she seemed motivated against drawing eyes or ears towards us. Yeah, your choice, Lex. It's the same as when we were on the train. We often spoke about confidential work matters, which was fine earlier when we were alone, but that wouldn't be the case here. Especially nowadays when information can be picked up and spread in an instant. It's always better to be safe than sorry. In the background noise of the street, the background noise of the street couldn't help us inside this calm, relaxing place. Okay. I know we could overthink things at times, but we couldn't help it. It was important to always be on the lookout. Are? As I looked around the cafe, I felt a strange presence, eyes that were deliberately looking our way, the feeling of being watched. Of course, it wasn't that our eyes were meeting anyone else's. It was a feeling of someone's consciousness masking us. What was it? Was it from somewhere further away? I couldn't imagine anyone in this cafe doing that. Aurier, those seats look good. What's wrong? No, it's nothing. As we moved towards our seats, I tried to locate the owner of that gaze. It doesn't look like Lex is worried. Did she just not notice? Maybe it was just someone that happened to glance our way for a moment? There is a high probability that Lex was ignoring it because it was a pain. I looked around the cafe just in case, but I couldn't find any suspicious activity. Ugh. I didn't feel completely relaxed, but there was no use thinking about it anymore. I took off my coat and sat down. There was no one in the immediate vicinity. This was the best position to be in. A waitress came by to bring us water, then handed us a couple of menus. Lex spread out some papers that looked like more work documents. She was ready to stay here a while. Now then, have you heard the basics of our mission? Lex began talking rather normally. Even though we shouldn't be heard, it would draw just as much attention to whisper to each other secretively. As long as we kept an eye out in general, it would be enough. Even if people hear tidbits, they would probably just think we're talking about some mango or anime. Yeah, I was told to get the details from you here, but they gave me the general gist. For a moment I thought to mention the stranger feeling I had earlier of being watched, but I pushed it out of my mind and focused on what Lex had to say. I see. Then I'll just go over it again to confirm it with you. Lex is normally a pretty mellow person, but it's times like these when the glasses come on and she takes control of work. Ages ago, when the Lichtkreis advanced into Japan, they were forced to retreat by the voids here at the time, whom we call inbirths today. After that, we had special orders not to interfere here, but later the increase in EXS-related incidents have been of concern, particularly over the past year. Right, and so we were dispatched here to find out what was happening, or if it could even be resolved, right? A mission with no clear resolution. It was what struck me the most when the mission was first handed to me. This sort of vague directive was unusual for me. Get an idea of what was happening, then report it. It was strange that they didn't expect us to be able to resolve the situation. Yeah, that's about it. The Lichtkreis doesn't exactly have any authority around here. Not only that, but people don't even know who we are. The Lichtkreis may as well be a burger joint. I guess the name could be thought of as a restaurant to some. I don't know why it would. Like maybe a donut joint? Oh, yeah, well, that's the situation. There may be a number of wielders who would know us. Just be sure to keep that in mind. Got it. Next, living arrangements. There's a room rented out near the branch. You'll be living there for a while. Right, thanks. It's reassuring to know that everyone at the branch is nearby. We were able to secure a relatively large room for you, so if it's possible, I'd like to live there too. While we're here, sorry. I'll support you as best as I can. Don't hesitate to ask for anything. Sure, and I think we have good enough grasp of the culture here. I guess what I'm most concerned about is the length of time we're staying. I understood the language and the culture, and it's not like I couldn't eat or drink anything here. That's true. Our mission this time has no clear end. Just assimilate into the school and get as much information as you can from people our age. It's probably best to email you the details about the school and your classes. There's too much to tell, and I don't want you to miss anything. Okay. But my cell phone doesn't work here. Were you able to find out how I can make contact from my end? If there's some sort of form or something that will take some time to process, we should do it soon. There's no need to worry about that. Use this for now. She rummaged through her bag and tossed something over to me. It was a new cell phone. Why would she throw this? That was close. Thanks, I knew you'd have something ready. Lex's impression basically said, of course I did. It would be a pain to carry around 2 phones all the time, so I guess I would just be using this one for a while. I would have to be sure to let Kaguya know of my new number as well. You were just thinking I'll give Kaguya my number, huh? Don't worry, I already told her. I knew it, prepared as always, Lex. Wait, was that her impression of me? I don't talk like that. As for Mika, she can't be contacted since she's on probation. Don't try for a while. I expected as much. Well, I suppose it's lucky she even made it here. Also, are you sure you have your story straight? You'll be in a completely average school, a bit of a ways away from here. We should go take a look at it together. Yeah, you're right, that sounds cool. Saying you're an exchange student stands out a bit. If you make any mistakes, just say you got confused from transferring around so much. No one should question it. I had gone to schools in Japan a number of times in the past, but there were times I'd absent-mindedly let something slip, and I have a tough time covering it up. Transferring around a bunch, I'd have to remember that as a fallback, just in case. Back then, I was only here for short periods at a time. It'd be difficult to fabricate information about my daily life here, even more so with relationships like friends and school life. Still, it's a bit unusual. There's a school with connections to Lichtkreis. Not interfering with this country, just pertains to the work we do in the background. The charity group at the forefront needs to build an economic relationship with this country. People here seem to like ideas like justice and the light. We should be able to sell them on us easily enough. Lex let out an ominous snicker. I saw an intense glint in her eyes, like dollar signs. We originally used that approach, but the market research hasn't been that great, and the Lichtkreis has been having a bit of trouble. I see. I don't know much about our public image here. What is the current state of imbers in this area? About half a year ago, it seems, there was a mini boom of imbers, and a portion of them realized the significance of their power, which led to them creating their own organizations. One, maybe 2 large ones. Unfortunately, it seems like they haven't made any huge movements as a group. The issue is something else. There are some who have been honing their strength at an alarming speed. It seems like someone by the name of Paradox is causing trouble on a daily basis. Paradox. Just from the rumors, it seems she's a fairly combative troublemaker. Most importantly, it seems like she's mobilizing towards the goal of becoming a rebirth. Scary. Show-offs with no ability were of little concern, but someone like this person seems to have the power to support something more sinister. Right now, it's more accurate to think of her as an individual causing trouble. She's ambitious and has a lot of charisma, and if she's clever, she'll cause more trouble in the future. An organization like this growing rapidly, would definitely be a problem. That's all we have, but the danger surrounding Paradox is too great. Don't get near her no matter what. I'd even suggest averting your eyes to her activities completely. I understand she's dangerous, but do we need to be that wary of her? If she's that much of a threat, even if it costs my life, No matter how hard it is for you, just leave her alone, or you'll only die a meaningless death. You know that being able to escape and report back is important too. That is true, but of course there would be no point to all of this if the one entrusted with this mission were to go down. That I understood. However, if there was someone with the power causing trouble, people could get hurt. That was the only thing I couldn't ignore. It would be inconsiderate to Lex if I... No, even if it meant if it went against Lichtkreis's orders. If it came to it. Jesus Christ. Even if I were to die, I would have to stop her. You have to understand that, of course, I leave the final call up to you in the front lines. Got it, I'll act as carefully as possible. That was all I could say in response, because I couldn't promise that I'd escape no matter what the circumstances. I hope so. Your duties are important, but there are a lot of people who'll be waiting for you to come back. Don't forget that either. There's not much else I can say when you put it like that. Now then, lastly, about your family, the parents that you asked about. Just not yet. I answered her so quickly, Lex looked uneasy. I shouldn't have said that after she went to the trouble of investigating. Well, actually, I couldn't figure out much. It was 10 years ago after all. Lichtkreis's information sources in Japan aren't too strong. Right. Yeah, don't worry about it. I am a bit relieved you didn't figure anything out. Just let me say this, so you aren't shaken if you come across it. Recently, Lichtkreis have received information that there's a void here in Japan that can understand human speech. What? My parents' killer, a void that could understand human speech. Listen carefully. Well, it's an unverified rumor as far as we're concerned, and there may be no point in mentioning it now. But there have been eyewitness accounts of a void around here recently. Given the sudden increase in voids and the frequency of nights, it's our guess as to whether there's a connection. A void that can understand human speech here? Orie, calm down. Are you okay? A void that can understand human speech. Alright, you said it like 5 times already. Normally voids take on the appearance of a small snake, with only the intelligence and hunger of beasts. Like, shouldn't it be of a beast or a beast's hunger and intelligence? Okay, whatever. Anything smaller and weaker than that takes on the shape of a pudgy jelly, but for the most part voids are snake-like beings and highly aggressive. These snakes, by taking in EXS, can grow into a larger body. They gain limbs and take on a form closer to that of a human. The ones at the top are those that can understand humans. The shape I saw with when my parents were attacked, the voice I heard, that horrible memory, a deep, dark, tremendously large human form. I'm unsure of how it started and ended since I was so young. However, this I remember. That black shadow was my Urk. I tightened my fist at the despicable memory I didn't want to recall. Come on, don't look so scary. We're not sure what it is yet, and there's not much to this void understanding human speech. It's smart enough to detect your anger from humans. And run away. That's it. There's no use in thinking too deeply about it. Sigh. I let out a sigh I had been holding back from thinking so hard. Slowly my body calmed itself down. Lex was right. It was good heads up, but it wouldn't do any good to think about it right now. You're right, sorry. Don't worry, sorry for bringing it up so suddenly. No, I'm thankful you did. I would have been more surprised if I didn't know about it. I feel much more prepared now than that I heard it beforehand. A past I didn't want to remember. Lex has seen my grim expression after recalling it. Great, more proof that I don't have control over my emotions at all yet. Okay. If I had suddenly come across this talking void in battle, that hesitation might have been lethal. All this about the void and your parents aren't directly related to the mission. All this isn't. But okay. But as long as we're here, I can't say that they're unrelated either. I'll do everything I can to solve this. Right, thank you, Lex. Don't worry about it, we've all encountered the same sort of thing. I understand your feelings all too well. Rex too, huh? Those of us in the Lichtkreis came from similar circumstances. I can't be the only one crying about it. I'll stop it, I started crying a bit. I covered myself with my hand to hide it, but it was probably obvious. Alright, that should be all of it, let's leave it at that. All the dark, unpleasant talk and all the work talk can be postponed for now. We'll wrap things up here. We went over a lot of the mission details, most of it. In fact, you should be fine. If there was anything left out, just ask me on the field whenever you need to. Right, got it. Lex then put away the documents about the mission in her bag. It looked like she really was done talking about work. Let's take a break now. The cake I'd recommend here. Lex opened up her menu. Quite a bit of time has passed since we entered the cafe. I'd gotten a bit of an appetite and was curious about the cakes they had. But I wouldn't open the menu. There were still questions I had in my mind. Hey Lex, I have one thing I want to ask before we order. What is it? I won't talk about work anymore. It's past work hours. No, about that feeling being watched, that menacing aura. You have any idea where it's from? Yeah, that waitress probably been waiting for us to order all this time. We were so wrapped up in talking and we haven't had anything but water since coming in. That's not what I mean. I was aware of the waitress waiting for us as well, but I'm sure she had figured out we weren't ready to order at all. I got pretty focused as well during the latter half of the conversation. Yeah, I know, I don't really want to talk about it since it'll all just come back to work. I did think about bringing it up, but it's a pain noticing it. I want something sweet first. Like Lex said, the menacing aura did feel like just a bit of weak pressure from somewhere. Something non-threatening that could just be left alone. Still, the sensation was palpable and sort of intrusive. There was one possibility. Yeah, I know, the seething sensation. Though, do you think she could be here in Japan? Yeah, you sense that burden too. Lex beat around the bush, gazing far ahead and looking as if she didn't want to bring it up because it would be a pain to discuss. The Crimson Knight, Wagner. Of course. I heard rumors that she was deployed here around the same time, maybe a bit earlier than we were. I suspected the owner of that sensation was her. Okay, so I'm figuring Aurier and Wagner are members of the same organization, but they're like rivals. That would make sense, kinda, because they are very similar. They seem kinda like a Ryu and Ken combo, or like a rivalry, or like Sakura and Karin, more like. Okay. Deployed. I figured there would be more of an explanation to this all in that case. Is it even possible that it could just be a rumor? Right, about that. Geez, how much should I tell you? I'm not sure what to say since I don't know how much I should tell you. Jesus Christ. What is it? I don't hear much about her. The Crimson Knight, one of the most famous names within the Lichtkreis. There was no end to the rumors circulating her work. Well, she's the same age as us, and we encounter each other pretty often. That's all, especially you, Aurier. Right, why did Adelheid and the personnel officer have me and the Crimson Knight come here at the same time? If investigating were the objective, she'd be useless. If neutralization were the objective, she alone would suffice. There's no reason why both of us need to work together. Well, there's both, like, you're doing the investigating and she's doing the neutralization. Jesus fucking Christ, how obvious can it be? I don't know of the details either. According to the rumors, she's supposed to be on probation as well, and is under restricted activity as an executor, in particular when it comes to combat. Right, I think the reason for that was that she went a little too wild in the past. I heard about it. Her over-aggressiveness has always been a problem. Yeah, right now she's on probation under direct orders from Adelheid. I suppose she was dispatched to the same place you were, in case she were to go crazy again. As far as the organization is concerned, you two are regarded as the top two that'll lead to the next generation. Why not look after her more, as her senior in life? Okay, that's kind of weird. I'm no senior to her. I'm not any older than her. Well, why do I have to be the one that looks after her? Considering our positions, she's higher up than I am, after all. I don't have any authority to teach her anything. It wasn't as if I were close with her and knew what her personality was actually like, but I heard she was a young woman from a powerful, well-known family who knew nothing of the world. There was a high possibility of her complicating situations just because of that. No one would want to have to keep watch over someone like that. She also seems to be eyeing me as a rival for some reason, and always acts stuck up and angry around me. The Licht Gries works isolated from the world. So some people, like her, have no clue how the world works. It would be reassuring if someone with better sense were to look after her. I wonder if Oria has better sense, but okay. If she gets another red card during her probation, it's over. I don't think she'd do anything that crazy though. She does have her family's honor to uphold. Just talk to her. Then why don't you watch over her? I just knew she was pushing her on me with that kind of logic. What you say will have some weight to her as her rival. I don't think she would listen to me or anyone else. Erg. I couldn't say anything in reply. She was right about that, but wouldn't it be even harder for her rival to try and control her? Well, dealing with her isn't part of the mission. I'll leave the final decision on what to do up to you. The Crimson Knight sent here to Japan on probation. To watch over her means to carry out this mission with her, and have her gain experience in order to grow mentally, and become a more solid pillar that will support Lichtkreis. No, I could never do that. It's not that I didn't like her, I just didn't think that would be possible. It was a heavy burden to bear. Anyways, I do think it would be unfair to her if we continue to ignore her. It would. I wouldn't want to be treated like that. Still, a normal person would have given up vibing this evil aura at us at some point. I have to admire her tenacity. Why is she evil now? Fine, this mission is a lot to handle and I don't want to be burdened with anything else. But if she's come to see me, I won't just leave her alone. Though I might want to end up leaving her alone depending on why she came to see me. I made my decision and stood up. I'll go talk to her. I see, be careful. Aren't you going to order fucking cake and eat it? I want to see you stuff your faces. I think she would be calm here. Shh. But if you're the one to talk to her, who knows what she'll do. She grinned almost as if she expected trouble already. Jesus Christ, how much longer? Oh. Well, it might not be bad for you to get into some trouble too. They say here that the land hardens from rainfall. I can imagine you two becoming lifelong friends after knocking each other out in a fight. No way. That's cold. I guess you two really don't get along. I didn't mean it like that. Before talking about liking or fighting each other, I barely even know anything about her. Do we really look like we don't like each other? I don't think we fight or antagonize each other. Well, even if I don't bear any hostility towards her, if she does, I guess you could consider that as not getting along.
私としては
I'm just a bystander in all this, so it doesn't matter to me. Of course, it would be better if you two did just get along. Okay.
それじゃ
Alright then. It'd be rude for the waitress if we didn't order anything. Is there anything you want? Alright, fucking finally. I guess Lex was more worried about the wrath of the waitress. She puts in her order. I'll have a tea. Lex, can you decide on the cake? Well, I'll be right
ケーキは
back.
レックスに任せるよ
I can bring her over, right? Let's just
とに
have
かく
tea
さっさと行
together.
ってくる
We had never really been around each other much, and what chances we did have when missions went awry and we had to talk about complicated issues. Jesus Christ. That's probably why people thought we were at odds with each other. I might be able to see a charming side to her, being able to talk to her in peace outside of missions. Please let there be something like that.
あ
Tea with that?
ああれと
Can't really imagine it, but just be careful. Alright. Alright, let's just... Alright, I'm done for today. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. I'm not sure if this is streamable material, to be honest. No. Yeah. No. Jesus Christ. Alright, so I'll just leave it at that for now. I wish... I do want to do the story. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to stream it all. I'm not sure. Maybe like once a week and do like a normal fighting sessions like a bit more often, so it doesn't get boring all the time. But I am kind of interested in the story. It's kind of weird. I'm not a fan of visual novels. I don't know why there's such a big rage in Japan, but I do want to give it a try. So if you have the patience to stick along, stay tuned. But that's gonna be doing it for today with UNIST. I am thinking of doing another stream of For Honor later on, because I had a lot of fun and I am really curious about the story mode there. So I might do that in just a few hours at most, or just an hour. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna stop now. I really have to pee, so hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta.